book lovers, it is GSwiz here, and I'm here today with a Fairyloot unboxing. This unboxing is just gonna be a bunch of Fairyloot books that I've accumulated within this month. I have a few standalone special editions, and I have my monthly YA Fairyloot box. I do not have an adult Fairyloot box this month because, for financial reasons, I had skipped this box. And I'm devastated that I had to skip December. I really wish I could have used my skip on November because, I mean, you might know the reason if you watched my last monthly unboxing with Fairyloot. Yeah, I was not pleased with the design at all, and the simple reason why I skipped my December renewal for my Fairyloot adult was because I was just having a financially stressful time. Within that period, I've also skipped the January adult box as well, because within that time period I had a lot of special editions that I wanted to collect that were like standalone set and not necessarily monthly boxes. So I skipped almost all of my renewals within that month, with a few exceptions. December was a very busy month when it came to renewals and special editions, and in my personal opinion, I do believe that special edition book companies should consider not having anything on sale during December because it is Christmas period, and that was also another reason why I needed to make sure that I was controlling my spending. Overall, I skipped my December renewal for Fairyloot Adult. Saying it right now, I regret it, especially because the book is beautiful and I would have loved to read from an author that I've never read from before, but I'm really upset at Fairyloot because if I would have known Swordcatcher was not that appealing, I would have skipped November's renewal and I would have renewed for December. I would have saved my money to renew for December, but unfortunately it did not work that way. But that is okay. Today I have some beautiful books, I believe, that I am going to be unboxing. I don't know exactly what special editions I'm going to be unboxing today. I could potentially just be unboxing a bunch of sequels, and then I'm going to move on to my Fairyloot Young Adult last for those who don't want to be spoiled. So I guess without further ado, let's get straight into this Fairyloot unboxing. I'm gonna start off with this one right here. So I'm just gonna take that. Oh, I know what it is now. This is actually a replacement for a copy that I've already received of A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. This is the beautiful Fairyloot exclusive edition. I am so happy I have a replacement copy because in my initial copy, I did not have this is so pretty. I did not have this stunning end page art here. On the back end pages of this book, I actually now do, and I'm so happy because that's Ava Jax. I mean, as much as I do appreciate this first beautiful design, yeah, that's not Ava Jax right there. That's not Ava Jax, no. I appreciate this because Evangeline looks absolutely stunning, but I mean, that is how I generally feel. Now I'm gonna go into some of the beautiful features that I wanted to show you guys initially, but unfortunately my original copy just so happened to turn out unfinished. So here I have this beautiful naked hardback in my hands that says The Greatest Love Story Ever Told. It's so beautiful. Even at the bottom of the book here, it says The Tale of Evangeline Fox and Apollo. Ah! The back of this says The Tale of Evangeline Fox and the Prince of Hearts. They had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, when I see Prince Apollo, I'm like, no, get out, okay? We don't want you here. We don't stand Prince Apollo in this house. These pages are absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to display them with the rest of my set. I really like how those look. And then I gotta show you the beautiful reverse dust jacket art. Oh my goodness. I love and adore the reverse dust jackets for this book series. The reverse dust jacket art for the first book is honestly a big reason why I forked out 200 Australian dollars to purchase the first book. Yes, I didn't even read Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, but I decided to take a chance on purchasing the Fairyloot edition of Once Upon a Broken Heart secondhand for 200 Australian dollars. I don't know how I justified that at the time. These days, I don't actually trust resellers. Like, I honestly find it really difficult to purchase things secondhand, but for some reason, I did it back then. I'm so happy I did though, because if I didn't, then I would not have been able to purchase these books individually. I mean, I could have purchased a set recently, but I would have had massive FOMO if I didn't do that. I don't know if it was worth the investment in the end. Actually, it kind of was. At the end of the day, I really love this book series. Like, I am so happy that I have a beautiful special edition set of this book series. And no, I didn't expect Fairyloot to reprint the set. at all. But even though they did in the end, I just kind of have no regrets. I'm really happy I have a full set of the Fairyloot editions and a full set of the standard editions. I do love this book series, and yes, I'm continuously rooting for Ava Jax. I'm clearly passionate about how much I love Ava Jax over Evangeline and Prince Apollo. I love how this series still gets a good reaction out of me. That's how you know that a series is very well done. I am just very much obsessed with this edition, and I just cannot wait to reread the series in the future. And next off, I will unbox this bad boy. Let's see what you are. Ooh, it's looking like another sequel, and I am kind of just loving the purple here, because it looks like we've got another purple special edition. And this special edition sequel is Cage of Dreams by Rebecca Schaeffer. This is the sequel and conclusion to the City of Nightmares duet. And you know what? I almost did not purchase the sequel. I didn't purchase the sequel until I was purchasing Fall of Ruin and Wrath by Jennifer L. Armentrout off of the Fairyloot website. I really wanted that sequel, but I was still like 50-50 on this one. And then when I found out that there were like 12 copies left on Fairyloot's website, that's when I caved. I was like, you know what? FOMO is not gonna get the better of me again. I know I have a huge FOMO problem. I understand that. But yeah, I really hope I enjoy the sequel as a result of purchasing it. And additionally, I found out sometime after this book went on sale, but it was still in stock for a temporary limited time, that this book was not printed in hardback in the UK. So even if I was to purchase Cage of Dreams sometime later, I wouldn't have a matching edition for the first book that I have on my shelf, which is devastating for me personally. I do personally love the UK covers, and I love the colors on the UK covers. Sometimes I like them a little bit more than the pink and purple aesthetic that we have on these ones, but I will take what I can get. And because I do love the Fairyloot edition of the first book, I was definitely willing to purchase this one, but I was considering not purchasing it because of all the special editions I already had to purchase within that monthly period. But overall, I'm really happy that I have this. I'm just gonna look at the features here. Oh my goodness, we have a T-Rex on here. A pterodactyl really scared me last time, so I'm hoping that this book does not scare me as much. So here we have some really cool end page art, and I understand this reference because I read the first book. Jump scare. So we have a T-Rex right here. I've mentioned this before, I will mention this again. I am terrified of dinosaurs. But this series is technically about nightmares, and it's clearly about mine. And then here we've got some more in-page art, which is awesome. Can't wait to read the sequel and let you guys know how I go with it. I am very much satisfied with this beautiful Fairyloot edition, and I'm happy that I have a matching edition to go with my copy of the first book in the series. And one last Fairyloot special edition before I go into the monthly box. It's looking like it's purple again. Wow, okay, I'm really loving this purple. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. So this was another sequel that I did not purchase at the time that it dropped, and I immediately regretted it. I wanted to see if I could purchase it alongside another book later, or if I could purchase it when I got paid again. But turns out it sold out immediately, and then Fairyloot decided to reprint it. I'm really happy that they did, because oh my goodness, I would have definitely regretted missing out on The Shadow Cabinet by Juno Dawson, especially in this beautiful purple edition. This purple edition is so much prettier in person. I am in love with it. Oh my goodness. This is gorgeous. I mean, yes, I did love the purple books that I just unboxed, but I really love this shade of purple specifically, and I love how it goes with this fluorescent orange. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing some fluorescent orange here. So check out the end pages. Not really much going on here. Check this out. Check that out. Let me show you that spread. This is so awesome. Oh my goodness. I love this spread so much. I really wish that I could display my first and second books without the dust jackets, but I also very much appreciate this dust jacket. Like, as much as I did like the Fairyloot edition of the first book, I wasn't necessarily keen on the yellow initially. I actually was not a big fan of the first Fairyloot edition in the series. However, I believe that this shade of purple goes very well with the shade of yellow that they used. So I'm actually not mad about the first book in the series by Fairyloot. Like, yes, I do prefer the pink, and I kind of also do prefer the green for the Shadow Cabinet, but I still love this purple so much, and I reckon that it goes so well with the yellow that they provided us with for the first book in the series. I'm quite content with the sequel. I initially thought that I wasn't gonna get the sequel sequel from Fairyloot because I wasn't keen on the yellow. But as soon as I saw this purple, I was like, no, that's it. I'm continuing on with the set. I'm so happy I am. I'm really looking forward to actually reading the series as well. I'm already collecting double ups, I know. But these fluorescent covers are too hard to resist for me, honestly. If you want to make me happy, show me some fluoro. I mean, literally, look at my claws, okay? Look at my claws. And last but certainly not least, we've got the Young Adult Fairyloot box for the month. I hope this box is really good and that they ended 2023 off with a bang. Okay, so there's this, but I'm gonna try to find the spoiler card before I proceed. The theme for the month of December is Artifacts of Power. And the first thing I see in this box seems to be a laptop case, maybe? Okay, that looks kind of weird for a laptop case if it is. Travel case. Okay, it could be a laptop case. Like, I mean, my laptop, no, actually my laptop would not fit in here. It's a 16-inch. And it's inspired by an ember in the ashes. Not all of you guys know my history with that book series, but to sum it up, I did attempt to read the first book like 7 or 8 years ago. I believe that's when it came out. I tried reading it the year after it came out and I was kind of bored. I really was not enjoying it and I was going to give it a second chance until my friend recently had binge read the full series and pretty much told me to mentally prepare for something that was going to happen in the final book. And I'm kind of happy that she spoiled me because I don't know if I could stomach what happened in the final book. I don't know how I would be able to take that, honestly. I'm not going to go into it. Ultimately, I decided that I was not going to read the book series as much as I do want to give it a second chance and I think I could look at it with fresh eyes. And now that I've developed as a reader, I think I could appreciate it more. At the very same time, I think I'm just really scared about the ending of the final book. So that's why I've decided to DNF the series for good. I don't know if I will forget what happens in 20 years time, but if I decide to change my mind in 20 years time, then yeah, I'll probably pick an Ember in the Ashes up. This travel case is okay. I'm not a big fan of things that are brown, unless of course they are leather or imitation leather, and unfortunately we only have like an imitation leather logo here. It's pretty decent. I don't think this is a travel bag I'm gonna take around with me, but it's cool to have, I guess. And the next thing I see in this box is something exciting for me and for Camilo, because Camilo is a huge fan of Studio Ghibli and I have only recently started getting into the Ghibli movies. We just watched The Boy and the Heron twice in cinemas and that was really cool. But here I have Howl's Moving Castle tea light holder and this is exciting because I believe this, oh yes, yep, this is a candle carousel. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, yes, it's a candle carousel. So candle carousels pretty much have these things above the candle or like the stand for the candle. And as the steam from the lit candle rises, it makes it spin and then you get to see the shadows on the wall. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this one. Except this one specifically is for a tea light only. Oh yes, I totally forgot the little symbols that would lie on this thing. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish, even though Fairyloot is a bookish subscription service that do bookish items, I would like to see more Ghibli items. I would love to see Ponyo inspired items and Totoro inspired items and maybe even The Boy and the Heron or Princess Mononoke. Yeah, I'm just currently absolutely in love with the Studio Ghibli films that I've been getting into. It's Calcifer! Ah! I'm gonna show you guys this. Oh my goodness, Calcifer, he looks great! So we got 2 Calcifers and 2 shooting stars, which I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty awesome. I cannot wait to use this candle carousel. We just need to buy some tea lights because we use the candle carousels that the Bookish Box have provided us with the Bookish Box candles, but we just gotta head over to the store to buy some tea lights. Looking forward to doing that so I can try this out. So the next thing I see in this box seems to be a What the River Knows scarf. I actually thought this was a Percy Jackson inspired item because of the orange and because I am currently in Percy Jackson fever. So yeah, this kind of let my hopes up a little bit, but that's okay. I hope the scarf looks pretty though. Ooh, I really like that silk. Oh my goodness. Ooh, oh, okay. Okay. Oh, come on now. Wow. Whoa. Okay. I love that design. Oh, it's so pretty. I love all those colors. You know what? These colors remind me of the Fairyloot edition of Spice Road. If I was doing Bookstagram again, I would totally use this scarf while displaying Spice Road. Maybe I should just use it as a neck scarf. I like how that looks on me. Oh my goodness. I should wear this to the office sometime. Usually, I don't care about scarves in boxes, but this scarf is stunning. It has all of my favorite colors. Not all my favorite colors, but it has a beautiful color combination that I can get behind. It's so pretty. I cannot wait to constantly wear this going forward. This scarf has become my personality. Is there anything else in this box? How many items did I unbox? You know what I just noticed? My box didn't come with bookends. There was meant to be a pack of bookends inspired by Legendborn. I'm so sad. I'm seriously gonna pray that Fairyloot believe me when I tell them that I did not receive these bookends. I just really hope that they send me these bookends because oh my goodness, I think that would have been my favorite item in the box because bookends, they're very practical in this household specifically. I mean, I do love the House Moving Castle tea light holder, but considering that I have not yet read this book and I'm not an Amber in the Ashes fan, having a Legendborn item would have been really exciting for me. It's just really sad that there are no bookends in this box. But that is okay. Hopefully I will receive them sometime. And then underneath the monthly book, I've got some tarot cards, which do make up for the fact that I don't have the bookends. Look at these beautiful character designs for Violet and Xaden from Fourth Wing. So we have the 7 of Moons card and we have the 8 of Moon card. And yes, these are the 2 main characters for Fourth Wing. I'm very content with this. I'm so happy that I have this beautiful set and I can't wait to add them to my collection. Kind of makes me feel a little bit at ease at the moment because I'm just devastated about the book ends, but I am just very much in love with this beautiful character art. And last but certainly not least, we come to the book pick of the month. And the Fairyloot Young Adult December book pick of the month is What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. This font choice was not what I was expecting. I did know that this was going to be a monthly book pick based on seeing a few people in the book community guessing it, but I totally forgot that it was going to be the December book pick. I do love the cover. I just was not expecting this font choice. I do like the original font, but I'd say that this font choice does go very well with the cream color that we have, and oh my goodness, this book design is so pretty. That spine is beautiful. And then we have this beautiful back as well. I love the page stenciling here. Give me some of that original page stenciling. Thank you, Fairyloot. Yeah, I'm just so happy that they stenciled these edges without completely replicating what was on the cover. I mean, yes, the stenciling was inspired by what was on the cover, but like, I'm just happy that they did not copy and paste everything, you know? Like, they actually decided to be a little bit more creative with how they displayed that. I do love this end page art. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's hair. Oh my goodness, that's hair. And that's the protagonist, I assume. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. I'm gonna see the other end page art. Okay, same end page art, but so pretty on both sides. I am a little bit annoyed at this dent, but it doesn't bother me too much. Like, it annoys me. I think it annoys me even more because we didn't get the bookends in the box, and you know, that would have been less excuse for the book to get damaged. I don't know, maybe more excuse actually, because there were less items in the box. I don't know. But what I do know is that it thankfully does not affect the foiling that we've got here. From afar, I'm not going to pay attention to that. From afar, I'm going to pay attention to this beauty. Overall, this is a beautifully packaged book. But let me show you the reverse dust jacket art, which once again features some beautiful colors. I love this color palette that Fairyloot are using. It's so beautiful. The artist did an excellent job with this design on both ends, actually. Like, I really love the design on both ends. I honestly can't decide how I want to display it because I genuinely just love these colors so much. I also don't know if I want to display it by the pages or the spine. Like, the spine is that beautiful to me, but I think I'm gonna settle for the edges for now. Overall, I'm a little bit satisfied with this box, but I'd be even more satisfied if Fairyloot do send me those bookends eventually. I will be emailing them today, and hopefully they'll fix the error soon. I've had to email them about so many errors recently. Like, firstly, a damaged book spine for The Coldest Girl in Calltown. Secondly, my poison study set, the first book, having misalignment. Thirdly, the situation with A Curse for True Love. And now this. I'm afraid that Fairyloot are going to wonder if I am making problems. I really hope that they don't assume that. I just want the bookends. This would all be so much easier if there was a little bit more quality control. That's just my 2 cents. But overall, I'd say I'm really happy and satisfied with the amount of purple I got in the early part of this unboxing, and I definitely did appreciate my December YA box altogether, so good unboxing. So I guess that's gonna be it for this video today, book lovers. If you happen to stay to the end of the video, yes, you guessed it, leave a purple heart emoji. And if you happen to enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. Join the amazing community of book lovers. And also, I have social medias. I'm at itsgswizzelbooks on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm also GOODREADS. That's www.goodreads.com/gswizzle. And finally, I'm at TikTok. I'm at gswizzle on TikTok if you want to follow me there for some bookish content. I love you, book lovers, and I will see you later. Peace.
Started out with half and I flipped it in a double. Started out with half and I flipped it in a double.